This is ABC 15 News at 7.
Hello, Miss Hardegree's class. My name is Madeline Montgomery, and I'm going to tell you about being a TV anchor and reporter. And I wanted to do this because Miss Hardegree and I have known each other for a really long time. We actually did ballet together for many years in Georgia. So right now I'm in the ABC 15 News studio in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. We do live news shows every day from here to tell everybody what's going on in the world. But I'm not usually at the desk anchoring. I'm usually out and about reporting most of the time, so I get to be on TV and do some crazy stuff. Take a look. Hi, so as you can see, it is that time of year. It is rattlesnake season. The Rattlesnake Roundup is coming up, and today I'm out in Sweetwater for the Rattlesnake Roundup's Media Day. It's a big time in Sweetwater. It's the biggest Rattlesnake Roundup in the world, so we will definitely be covering it in Sweetwater. Madeline Montgomery, KRBC News. I'm Madeline Montgomery reporting in North Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, where businesses like Alligator Adventure are preparing for Hurricane Irma. Animals like the American alligator and crocodiles reside here. There are thousands of alligators, hundreds of crocodiles, and they want to make sure that those stay inside of the park if the hurricane does hit. So they have 7-foot fences around the whole 15-acre park to make sure that if floodwaters rise, animals like these guys don't get out. During Hurricane Harvey, people saw alligators in their backyards and inside their homes, and they don't want that to happen here. Reporting in North Myrtle Beach, Madeline Montgomery. Another part of being a reporter is finding stories, interviewing people, getting video, and then editing it all together. Here's a story I did during the Olympics where I tried to learn how to be an Olympian.
Madeline Montgomery went out to Abilene Gymnastics Sports Center and see if she could be the next Olympic gymnast. It's tonight's Going for the Gold.
A gymnastics gym can look like a playground. But when I went to learn how to be an Olympic gymnast, it was a lot more business than playing. Well, for some people.
Point your toes. All right, now reach up real high again and go over to the left.
My day started off with stretching, which I handled all right, regarding the fact I was a ballerina for over a decade.
Grab your feet.
Well, then came tumbling, where I may or may not have needed some help.
Okay, we got you.
Ready? And go.
There you go.
Good.
I'm just gonna like escorted across.
That's okay. Even putting in a minimum effort on the bars was a challenge for me. While some of the, I guess you can say, better students vaulted, I tried my hand at the balance beam. Literally, I was holding someone's hand. It's 4 feet up, okay? It's scary. Don't judge me. The day ended in flips on the trampoline, which is an event I've never seen at the Olympics, but if I were in it, I think I'd be pretty good. While I may not have learned how to be Gabby Douglas, I did learn how much patience, strength, and talent gymnasts have in order to qualify for the Olympics, which is why I'm excited to watch Team USA this summer. All right, another fun story I did was at a place called Alligator Adventures, where they have tons of animals that I got to get into the cage with to get the video. And I actually got in the cage of an 18-foot crocodile. Take a look.
It's not just people that need to prepare for Hurricane Irma.
Certainly not. ABC 15's Madeline Montgomery went to Alligator Adventure to see how they prepare animals for a storm.
It's a scaly situation at Alligator Adventure.
Well, there's over 1,000 alligators, several hundred different crocodiles, birds, tortoises, and several hundred snakes.
That's thousands of animals that have to be kept safe and contained if a storm hits North Myrtle Beach.
We kind of take these fall hurricanes seriously, and whenever we see one in the Caribbean, we actually begin our preparation right then.
What does preparation include?
It's everything from making sure we have cages that we can remove animals with and go up the road with, to securing buildings and pumps and things that we have to have on hand for or in the event of a flood.
Birds will be removed and snakes put in hurricane-proof containers. And if there's a flood...
Crocodiles and alligators, they're used to the water. Floods don't bother them. It's just keeping them contained.
Contained with a 7-foot steel fence surrounding the 15-acre park.
We anticipate this kind of thing, and we put them in the most secure places that they can be, and areas that we know they're just not going to be able to get out of no matter what.
In North Myrtle Beach, Madeline Montgomery, ABC 15 News. A story I did in Texas ended up on the news all over the country because of how wild it was. Here's a story I filmed and wrote and edited about a family whose house had a little bit of a rattlesnake problem. It's not a surprise to find a snake in the cellar or under the house, but it is surprising to find one here.
I'm not even out of bed yet, and our 4-year-old Isaac comes in and says, "Mommy, there's a snake in the toilet."
I was like, and then when Ian screamed, "There's a snake in the toilet," I was like, okay, I'm gonna go check it out.
This is what the family walked in on. And while the 4-year-old tried to flush the snake,
He thought it would be a good idea to flush it back down.
how did that go?
Not well.
Cassie kicked into action.
And he finally brought me the hoe, and I just reached over and had to hit it.
The snake in the toilet prompted suspicion of what other crawling things could be lurking near the home.
There likely could be a den of snakes in there, and I didn't want to risk it, so that's when I felt moved to find a local snake removal company.
And it's a good thing they called.
Pulled 10 out from under the house, 13 from the cellar, and the one in the toilet, so that's 24.
So why are there so many snakes slithering around this time of year?
I think a lot of it has to do with all the rain we got last year. Rodent populations are super high this year, therefore more snakes.
So now the McFadden home is snake-free. Well, except for their 2 pet snakes. But they are glad to see the rattlers gone.
Because they're dangerous, poisonous, and we had no idea there was 24 snakes.
In Abilene, Madeline Montgomery, KRBC News. Finally, a cool TV trick that our weather people use every day. It's the weather wall. And it's actually a green wall, but when you're watching the TV, you'll see weather information. And if you wear a certain color, a little too green, part of you can disappear. So that's a little crazy because right now it says it's 59 degrees on my stomach, but it's a lot of fun and I get to go on adventures and meet pretty cool people all the time through this job. And I'm sorry that I couldn't go and meet you guys today, but I hope this video helped you know a little bit about what I do. I hope you guys have an awesome day. Thanks for watching.